Now I want to talk about unhealthy distraction. And Jim Rohn talks a lot about this. And he calls them error of judgment. For example, you say apple a day keeps the doctor away, but let's say if you eat, fatty, greasy food every day, it might not seem like a bad idea at that specific time. It might not be bad. You might not feel it in that specific time. But what happens if you do that for months, for years? Obviously, it has a long-term impact on your health. And sometimes we think about big changes, but sometimes the little changes is what makes the biggest difference. So what does that mean? That you have to be the gatekeeper to your brain. You have to choose what you're going to focus on, and you got to do it intentionally. We have a negative bias, so it's very easy for us to focus on the negativity in our world, especially in the times that we're living in, everything that's happening in the world right now. So it's easy to go, for example, into social media, into complaining, into watching the news all the time, into eating just to cope, into drinking alcohol, which might make you feel good at the time, but long term, it's going to have a negative effect on depression, anxiety, and other things, or other drugs. Or you might spend all day playing mindless games. And what you're really doing is missing an opportunity to do the things that you've always wished you had time to do. And you might say, well, I'm going to do those things because I have time. But what you realize is that time goes by quickly. So 8 hours later, you're like, whoa, where did my day go? I didn't do anything but play Candy Crush and look at social media or watch the news or did some of the things that are not really feeding me. And that can be fine temporarily, but long-term is going to really impact you when you start developing negative patterns. So it's important, especially from the get-go, to choose distractions that are going to empower you and that are going to help you long-term. Choose your inputs, choose the media, choose the people around you, and make sure that when you have distractions, they're the positive distractions that are helping you grow and develop, and not the ones that are going to have long-term implications on your mental health, on your vision of what is possible, and really just, again, not missing the opportunity to really create something that's going to help you long-term. Thank you.